Initially a social thing. The artists would come to buy art supplies, or if asked if they could have a picture on the wall, hang paintings on the walls of my little shoppy. So I said sure, and started to sell a few things, and I guess that's what the nucleus of that was. Mike Snow and Graham Coftry with Nucleus. And then on 56 I moved on to Bay Street, and the initial show was Bill Ronald. Bill Ronald was the first artist I ever befriended, and was socially friendly with him. And then the other two were Robert Vavrand, a Frenchman who was working for the electronic lab at the University of Toronto. Started to hang around. He did paintings. And then a guy by the name of Jerry Scott, who did very interesting portraits, but I think either didn't have the goods or he burnt out early. So I still was my first 5 artists. I can tell you a funny little anecdote. I guess my father didn't know what the hell I was doing. So my first big sale was Bill Ronald. I think I sold for $900. So my father walks in the gallery, looks around, and he said, "What's that red thing mean beside that painting?" So I said, "Well, it's sold." And he says, "Oh, what'd you sell it for?" So I said, $900. So he walked out of the gallery laughing. I'm sure he went home to my mother and he said, "I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he sold something with some crazy color on it for $900. The kid's got to have something going for him." So, but, oh yeah, there's all sorts of stories. I had a show, Tony Yerkes. He's a very successful artist, sold very well. And Tony, of course, has become a very important artist. He's one of these artists who operates in his own sphere. He makes his statements are unique to him. I don't think of him in terms of other artists or being derivative of other artists. They're the touching of the work which I describe as surrealistic. Some of his sculpture, some of his paintings suggest that. He was one of the first artists I know who got an MA in Fine Arts. He got it down in Buffalo. And in those days, of course, where there were degree courses at the universities, Americans usually had 90% of it because nobody. I think Tony was among the first MAs in Fine Arts in those days. There's no such thing as a degree. As a matter of fact, they wouldn't teach art in the university. When I had my first poetry readings in 1958, 59, 60 with Ray Souster, I think I did some research. I don't think there was a course in Canadian literature in any university in Canada at the time.